live, sir.
You live?
Now we are.
Okay. I had no intro.
Because I had
So, you on Christ. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We are under commanding Jordan Yohana. We've been teaching this truth since 1969 that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are in fact the true biblical Jews of the Bible, and that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. You understand? Tonight, General Katham's going to be in the building. He's going to be here very shortly. Hey, can you have me that? Can you throw over that mouse up here real quick? But General Katham going to be here shortly. But until then, if y'all got any questions, y'all can throw them in the chat, or if y'all want to wait for the general to get here, that's fine too. Or if you just want to check in until then, do so. But if you could, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that share button, and we're gonna get this thing rolling. You understand? But of course, every Tuesday across the earth, we got the Brotherhood class. No, this is Wednesday. The law class. Breaking down the laws, what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. And while we on that, I want to bring this definition out real quick, though. And I want to go to Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Show you these curses that we under for disobeying the Lord. I want to go to one specific one that describes Israel to a T. You know, all of them do, but I want to point out a particular one here. Not bad with me 1 second, too. Boy, oh boy. Let me get the scripture too. I already got what I want, the definition. I'm in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. Break down the specific, I think it's 48. Hey, Sarah's daddy gonna call you right back, okay? Daddy's busy right now. I'm gonna call you back, okay?
Okay.
All right, love you.
Bye.
Before the general gets here, I want to talk about parental alienation. I'm at the psychologytoday.com, and it reads, I'm gonna get this door real quick. want to talk about parental alienation. Parental alienation occurs when a child refuses to have a relationship with the parent due to manipulation by the other parent. This is something that happens all throughout the Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian. So a lot of reasons because of monogamy. You know what I'm saying? Monogamy, forced monogamy. A lot of that. This happens because of that. That's one reason. There's a plethora of other reasons also. But continuing on in the definition of parental alienation. When a child refuses to have a relationship with the parent due to manipulation by the other parent, such as the conveying of exaggerated or false information, meaning what rumors, lies, misinformation, just straight up lying to the child so the child can hate the other parent, whether it be the father or the mother. All right. Exaggerated or false information. The situation most often arises during a divorce or a custody battle, but it can also happen in intact families. What is parental alienation? The perpetrator of the parental alienation may leverage a variety of tactics. A father could tell a child that the child's mother hates him and never wants to speak to them, when in reality, the mother calls to speak to the child every day. A mother could convince her daughter to report or even believe the father physically abused her. Offenders may blame the other parent for the collapse of the marriage, punish the child for wanting to pursue a relationship with that parent, or move away, so that maintaining a relationship is extremely difficult. This is a form of abuse. And you can, and really that parent really thinks they're protecting the child, or when really they're protecting their ego or what have you. Hey, I'm going to send you this article real quick. I'll send you this article and I'll text this to you one time. 1 second. You can. But I texted it to you though. This is describing parental alienation and how it destroys the family and it destroys the child because the parents can't be cordial. And we given examples in the Bible of this is child abuse. You understand? And we in also Shalom, what's going on? We in Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, by the way. We in 28 and 54, but I want you to pull this article real quick when you get a chance, all right? And while you get that, can I get Deuteronomy 28 and 54, Baba Kasha, when you get a chance? And they're not gonna pull this so the chat can see. Just let me know when you got it, Gana. Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate.
You talking about a young man. You talking about a young man in Israel, a young Black, Hispanic, Native Indian man, you understand? Go ahead.
His eye shall be evil.
His what?
His eye shall be evil toward his brother.
Towards his who?
Toward his brother.
That's how we deal with each other. You understand? Before there's even any type of greeting, any type of cordial meeting, we on the automatic defense. Eyes is evil towards your brother, you understand? Go ahead.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And toward the wife of his bosom. Back up for the general.
Hey, shalom, Yahweh Shem Katham, to the brothers online, shalom, Shema Atha, Ba'Shem Yashai, to the sisters. What was popping? What was going on? What you was into? I'm a warrior. I mean a warrior. I'm getting old. Okay. Oh, okay. Most high in Christ. Most high in Christ. I wanted to go into like the work that y'all do on the. Can they hear me clear?
Sir.
Oh, okay. And when y'all speak or question, just pick up the mic so the people online can hear us. You know what I mean?
Sir.
But the hard work that brothers be doing out there in these streets, like a lot of times we don't realize on the history of the Israelites and the men and women that really put their life on the line. Like a lot of times we take things for granted. Hey, a Warrior or Saparia, find Elijah. Elijah when he went up against the priests of Baal. You know what I mean? Like that story is very important because a lot of times you out there battling, you don't realize all the demons, all the oppositions that you face all the time. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times when you go out there, everybody hates you. You know what I mean? And necessarily they hate what you're saying that comes out your mouth. And most of the prophets, they've always hated what came out the prophet's mouth, which is really, he's speaking about returning back to the Most High. Like we're in a society right now where everything is crazy. Like homosexuality, the LGBT, they highly respect it. Like if you do something to one of them, or if they say you did something to one of them, you're gonna get a hate crime. You understand? That's a federal crime. Like all of them are protected. You know what I mean? Y'all ain't find it yet?
Oh yeah, it's in 1 Kings, the 18th chapter. I'm just trying to
Okay. All you gotta do is just put in the priest of Baal. You know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead, brother.
You move your mic down.
Yeah, I was wondering why. Oh, yeah. The water. Making sure everybody hear me. Like we in a serious time. Like we in the time of the end. You know what I mean? A lot of times, man, you gotta be really hot for this truth. Brothers and sisters, man. You know what I mean? Like we gotta realize that, what we doing is like the biggest thing in the universe right now. At this point in particular time, what you're doing. Right. Like what we doing is carrying on the same fight that all the prophets was fighting. All the prophets have been fighting this fight. The only difference now is you're not being crucified. You're not being like when you find out the research of Isaiah, don't you know Isaiah was cut in half? Right. Like this is real, like what they suffered, like a lot of us we tripped out off a loss of job. Can you imagine being cut in half alive. They say the same thing with Paul. They said his death was being beheaded. And they said the only reason why he was beheaded so quickly, it was a quick death, is because he was a Roman citizen. But if you wasn't a Roman citizen, you was going to go through being crucified. Crucified, that means you up there on a so-called stake or cross. You up there for hours. And all of a sudden, your lungs start to collapse. Like they actually suffered for the truth.
Right.
And here it is today. You out there doing the same job, but the Lord ain't letting you be crucified. Like you don't know how important it is to raise up God's nation. Like you ain't raising up the Republican Party. You ain't, you ain't raising up the Black Panther Party. You ain't doing none of that. You working for the Most High and you raising up the Lord's lost sheep of the house of Israel. Like that's a hard job. That job is worth the biggest reward because it's the hardest job. Like going to camp, like y'all do it regularly. There's brothers that's be online talking crazy about brothers that's at camp. They never had to experience face-to-face threats, the cops, somebody throwing something at you, all the backlash, and here it is, and you really trying to help your people. Imagine that I tell you, you're the greatest people on the face of the earth, and they hate you for it. And they hate you because white people ain't included. They hate you for it because they've been taught that the Bible is a white man's Bible. Like we got to straighten up, like your job is straighten out all the lies that we've been living for what? Since we came into America. 400 years. That's what you fight. You fighting 400 years of lies. Like that's how important your job is when you out there. For a sister, her job is to raise these kids up.
Right.
It's hard to raise a kid up in a wicked society to be righteous. Like when the scriptures say that Christ was born in sin, what it's saying is Christ was born in an environment where everybody was sinning.
Right.
Ain't that our life? Like you raised up, and your cousins and your homies are all criminals. Some of y'all, or some of us, was criminals. Like your job is to change a criminal into a righteous man. That's hard. When you got the internet, you got TV, you got football, you got money, you got jobs, you got unemployment. These are people that's going to come in, and you got mental illness. Now, how you going to deal with that? You got to be a strong man to deal with all that. And then you got your own problems and your own children to raise up.
Right.
But still, you go out there on a Saturday. So how in the hell can another Israelite tell you about some camp?
That's right.
He don't know goddamn anything about sacrifice because all he care about is himself. You know what I mean? That's all he really care about. The water. That's all he care about. You know what I mean? Like it's a real hard job. Give me that with Isaiah. I found it when he's battling them. And at this time period, Jezebel and King Ahab, they already had told him that we was gonna kill him. So Elijah was walking around like, ain't no more prophets because they killed the prophets. Can you imagine if all of us got killed and you're the one left? And everybody know that you are Israelite from One West? You know what that's like?
Right.
Like you're the only one left. And now you got to hold the truth. And he was able to pull Elisha in the truth. Go ahead.
Come. The book of 1 Kings, chapter 18, verse 4. For it was so when verse 40, Salakia.
I see we a little stingy with it, huh? Okay. Go ahead.
1 Kings chapter 18, verse 40. And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape. And they took them. And Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon and slew them there.
Right. He had to show the power of the Most High. I wanted you to get the whole story, but that's cool. We're gonna go to Jeremiah. Let me run the story of Jeremiah. How hard his fight was. Give me Jeremiah 37.
Come on.
I'm gone.
I'm gonna go through the whole story so you get the gist of the struggle. The water, brother. When you get it, you know.
Slayer, so you just want 37-1?
We're gonna run it down.
Come, sir.
Give you the whole story.
Come, sir. Jeremiah chapter 37, verse 1. And King Zedekiah, the son of Josiah, reigned instead of Coniah, the son of Jehoiakim, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, made king in the land of Judah.
Right. This is the time where the Babylonians was telling Judah, we coming to invade you. So this is what's going on. They're about to be invaded. So now the king is wondering, yo, what should we do? Should we go? This is like in the air. It's in the air. But he's gonna run down the story. Go ahead, read on. It's a long story, so just bear with us.
Verse 2. But neither he nor his servants nor the people of the land did hearken unto the word of the Lord, which he spake by the prophet Jeremiah. Verse 3. And that is that Zedek. Who's how you pronounce his name? Zedekiah. I don't want to select you, sir.
No sweat.
And Zedekiah, the king of Jehoiakim, the son of Shemaiah, and Zephaniah, the son of Messiah, the prophet, the priest to the prophet Jeremiah, saying, pray now unto the Lord our God for us. Verse 4. Now Jeremiah came in and went out among the people, for they had not put him into prison. Verse 5.
So he facing prison. That's why they saying that. They thinking about putting him in prison. Read on.
Sir. Then Pharaoh's army was come forth out of Egypt, and when the Chaldeans that seized Jerusalem heard tidings of them, they departed from Jerusalem.
Right. So Egypt, their army came out. So Judah, they felt a little safe. But that ain't what the Lord wanted. We was wicked. Read on.
Verse 6. Then came the word of the Lord unto the prophet Jeremiah, saying, verse 7. Thus saith the Lord, the God of Israel, thus shall ye say to the king of Judah, that sent you unto me to inquire of me.
Right. So the king sent Jeremiah to what? Talk to the Most High.
Okay.
Find out what I should do. He's troubled. That's just like black people when we get in trouble. Now we want to talk to the Lord. Before then, we didn't want to talk to the Lord. We wanted to do our own thing. Well, this king was in the same position. He thought he was safe because the Egyptian army came out to save Judah. Go ahead.
Behold, Pharaoh's army, which is come forth to help you, shall return to Egypt into their own land. Verse 8. And the Chaldeans shall come again and fight against this city and take it and burn it with fire.
Jeremiah is dropping it down to the king. He said, yo, man, the Lord saying they're going to come. The Egyptian army going to leave and they're going to come and they're going to burn our city. A king don't want to hear that.
Right.
According to the scriptures, we like to hear smooth words.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just like they pump you up in the sports arena. Yo, we're going to win. They in our hometown. We're going to win. Well, he was trying to pump himself up. Go ahead.
Verse 9. Thus saith the Lord, deceive not yourselves, saying, the Chaldeans shall surely depart from us, for they shall not depart. Verse 10. For though ye had smitten the whole army of the Chaldeans that fight against you, and there remained but wounded men among them.
Right. He's saying, yeah, you smitten a few of them. You only wounded them. You know what I mean? But they going to come back. You know what I mean? And that's what Jeremiah is telling this king. He was like, yeah, you did that, but he's getting it from the Lord.
Okay.
Read on. Everything we say out there on them corners is from the Lord. It ain't our own words. I don't teach my own words. I teach what General Yohana teaches me. He teaches the word of the Most High. We teach the word of the Most High. Read on.
Sir. Yet should they rise up, every man in his tent, and burn the city with fire. Verse 11. And it came to pass that when the army of the Chaldeans were broken up from Jerusalem for fear of Pharaoh's army, verse 12, then Jeremiah went forth out of Jerusalem to go into the land of Benjamin, to separate himself thence in the midst of the people. Verse 13, and when he was in the gate of Benjamin, a captain of the ward was there, whose name was Arijah, the son of Shelemiah, the son of Hananiah, and he took Jeremiah the prophet, saying, thou fallest away from the Chaldeans.
Right.
Verse,
Keep going.
Verse 14, then said Jeremiah, it is false, I fall not away from the Chaldeans, but he hearkened not unto him. So Arijah took Jeremiah and brought him to the princes. Verse 15, wherefore the princes were wroth with Jeremiah.
Right. And let me tell you something and learn this. The princes, who are the princes today? Who would be your princes today? Let somebody else, and I'm gonna let you. How about who would be the princes of today? Like when you start out there teaching, it's important to know this. So the people will know who are the princes today. We still have princes today. They ain't the princes of the Lord, but who are they today? Go ahead. I know you had Jay. Go ahead.
Like, is that would it be like the
Come on with it.
mayors, the government officials?
The governors, the mayors, who else? Your black celebrities. Jay-Z. Your football players. Michael Jordan. Like that's who they are today. We don't, and listen, and they don't like you, and they don't like what you saying at Lexington Market. And they know of you. A lot of celebrities know of UPK. A lot of them. I know you done heard of, what's my man, Joe Budden? What did he say? Yo, them niggas is crazy. Ain't nobody like us. IUIC ain't like us. Can you imagine if Jay-Z see us having a white man bow down and kiss our boots?
Right.
Don't nobody kiss IUIC boots. Don't nobody kiss AOC boots. Nobody kissing GOCC boots. And any other, ain't nobody kissing their boots but us. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think about who you are. Like I always say, yo, nigga, I'm one West. That shit excuse my language, that means something. I was riding today with a warrior in them. They talking about I'm coming up to Baltimore. Like I'm supposed to be scared of Baltimore.
Right.
Talking about, yo, you better be careful. I said, be more careful. I said, man, nigga, I'm one West. They started ducking. Nah, I'm joking. I'm joking. But I am one West. And I stand on that. And people online, I got a name, believe it or not, I got a name on Facebook a little bit. Just a little bit. And this is what they say. Yo, you about one West. You about the UPK. That's all I know. That's what I've been taught. I don't know any other group. Like the people online and on social media, they got so many false dudes out there. It's crazy. I didn't have to worry about that. Right. The minute I stepped in the Bennett Road Library off of Minnesota Road and Bennett Road in DC, I sat in that first class coming back. I wasn't in the truth before, but I had got knowledge of the truth, and I don't like to say I was in the truth back then. I was just some brother in the world, still smoking weed, doing some crazy stuff when I was 21. But when I came in Bennett Road Library, and I was about 38 years old, I made it my business because I had been praying to the Lord that if I ever got a chance, I'm gonna get down with him. And I've been since the UPK since 2003. So I've been holding on ever since. Ever since I've been holding on. I didn't have to worry about social media. We wasn't on social media. In fact, UPK was damn near the last on YouTube. We was damn near the last group on YouTube. We was on Daily Motion. If you ever look at some of the videos on Daily Motion, you'll see us with white and black camouflage. Now you got all these other groups popping up, and there's a scripture in the New Testament where it says, like it was like during the time, I'm paraphrasing, it will eventually show them that are approved.
Go on.
All them dudes got something wrong with them. Everybody that out of the name. A lot of them dudes compromise and say Israel is in Africa. It ain't in Africa. They start talking about a tectonic plate. That ain't in the scriptures. The Lord showed Abraham, he showed Moses, he showed Jacob, he showed Joshua, what's our land? He named it from the rivers. You notice he used the rivers to tell you anything inside that river was our land, which is the same rivers that he gave dominion to Adam. Because we are the heir of Adam, which is the heir of the whole earth. Like if Israel is his firstborn, then that means if this is God's earth, we're his heir.
Gone.
You know what I mean? Like, and that's why it says, ye are gods. We're rulers we're supposed to be the rulers, but we messed that up. Excuse my language. Now, your job is to turn the people back to get our seat. And that's your job out there every time you go out. Your job ain't to chase, the box. It ain't about that. Your job ain't about you being, all this bigging up yourself. It ain't about you. It ain't about none of us. It's about us serving the Lord, building this nation. Once you put that first, and I've seen Baltimore, a lot of you brothers, y'all been doing it. A lot of y'all been doing it. A lot of brothers in the UPK been doing it. Like the schools that I'm definitely over, I'm saying all the schools. Florida is just like y'all. Some camp going brothers. They go to camp. They fight to go to camp. I get all the reports. I recently heard how you fought to go to camp. That's my job. To make sure you soldiering up. That's my job. Right or wrong. My job is to make sure that you soldiering up. They gave you a day off, right? Right or wrong? Hey, say it loud, brother. You popped up at camp. You know what I mean? Like that's needed. You weren't thinking about yourself. He was thinking about the work. Every last one of y'all soldiers. You think I don't get reports on you and you? I'm checking it. That's my job. Commander Johnny Hunter made it my job. Right. Straight up. Yo, we just need to get more men. And we keep doing what you're doing, the Lord gonna bless us. You know what I mean?
Gone.
Like we got to plant, we got to water, and the Lord will give us the increase. Bottom line. This is real. This is what it is. You know what I mean? Like one day, I'm hoping to have all these seats filled up. That's my goal. That's why I'm up here. My goal is to get all these seats filled up, to give you all them damn problems. I can see you now trying to straighten problems out. That's what I want. You're going to have to do it. The Lord chose you to do it. You came in here, took that oath, and the Lord going to give you all those problems to fix his nation. That is the work. Same thing with a sister. A sister going to have to tell a sister, yo, listen, keep your mouth shut. Stop all that gossiping. Yo, you got a beef with another sister? Every sister should be telling the sister, go talk to her. The next time you come to me with that BS, I'm going to bring you to counsel. Because I'm not trying to hear it. She'll be better off distance herself away, taking that sister to counsel so that get straightened out. It's about fixing problems in here. You know what I mean? Like once we get right, once we take the log out of our own eyes, then we're able to take the mote out of somebody else's eye. It's the whole purpose. That's why we're here, because we love our people. But that ain't enough. You got to fix your people. Loving your people is fixing your people. I can say I love black people all the time. All right. Go ahead.
I got a question.
Oh man, you can ready to cut me off. Go ahead.
I got a question in verse 13, where it says, "And he took Jeremiah the prophet, saying, Thou fallest away to the Chaldeans." Is he saying you're selling out?
Right. He's saying he fell to their side.
Okay.
That's what he's saying. He's saying, you know what I mean? And that's what people do. And we call them what? Sellouts. You know what I mean? But they saying fall to their side. With Jeremiah, he was down with the Lord just like we down with the Lord. We don't do no selling out. Ain't nobody paying us. Like, they don't even understand a 50C3. You know what I mean? They don't, like, you gonna hear dudes saying that, and they don't even understand what that license is. It's on a whole different level, and it ain't on a high level. It's really just basic. Meaning, if we sell something, right, we don't get taxed for it. You know what I mean? Like, normally, if you selling something, you got to pay taxes on it, on what come in. And a lot of people don't even understand it. We get a food program. The people, I'm gonna get you the food program, right? And this is what I like about Baltimore, which one of the things you started. The food program is that the people that have the food, they're not gonna go in the hood like we are gonna go in the hood. They don't want to deal with black people the way we'll deal with them. I'm gonna keep it 100. You think Christians want to go where you go? What did that brother say on the video? He was like, "Man, I'm glad y'all out here. You didn't stop a whole lot of stuff that was going on just by y'all coming out giving this food. Even drug dealers gonna respect that you giving up food. You got to be a low-life bastard to want to do somebody that's trying to do something for the elderly or a sister that got kids." Go ahead.
Now, I was just gonna say, sir, on that point, you know how they say, "Oh, we have a 501c3. That means we're getting paid by the government."
Right.
As you know, I went looking for the money, and they said no. So
Exactly.
What we getting?
Yeah, they ain't giving the ISUPK no money. It's hard, boy. And really, the people that's saying that to us ain't even militant like us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, they ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't, like, when you start to, you know, the reason why I mess with social media is to see how black people think, because they the same ones that come up against us at camp. Social media make them say what they want to say and make them feel like they being heard. You know what I mean? Like, somebody say something, you post something, then somebody be against it. It's the same argument at camp. So how do I gonna deal with it? I ain't gonna tell them to come to class because I don't give a damn about them, because that's what you gonna do out there in the streets. The law gonna bring them in. We just got to get right. We just got to go out there every weekend out there and teach. And the law gonna bring them in. It was a time where it was only 10 of us out, 10 of us in the school, maybe 10 or more. So let's say 13. The brothers in Philly and the brothers in DC. And I remember going to major council. And I tell this to General Haas, me and General Haas, we talk. And I was also 5,000. And they would always, Johnny Holler used to always say, I'm telling you, they gonna come in. Y'all gotta be ready. Women gonna come in here looking for men, but that's okay. Because if they come in, we can get them right. And I would look at them and be, sitting the way y'all looking at me. I'd be like, okay, yeah, okay. But that wasn't my mind. I was just doing it because I want to get this knowledge. I want to go out there and speak this knowledge. All of a sudden, man, it's 2026, and I get to know Ganayala. I get to know Kerala Cup. I get to know Sapari. I get to know a warrior. I get to know Murtaza and many more brothers. He had been saying that to us, and me and Mashak and a few of us, we always talk about that. Because we used to go up to Philly. And here it is, we got brothers in England. We got a brother in Alaska. We got a brother in Honduras. We got a brother in Dominican Republic. A brother in Haiti. We got a school in the Dominican Republic, a physical building. It wasn't that I didn't have faith. I was just too busy with the work. And I remember going to the Passover. And it had to been like, this is up in New York, up in Harlem. And me and General Hines was talking. And we looked up, we was filling up the upstairs. I remember my second Passover was at a library in D.C., and it might have been maybe 9 brothers and a sister. Baltimore gonna grow. All you need to do is just keep doing what you're doing and do it more. That's it. That's all you. Hey, princess, you come to see daddy? She see daddy ain't smile. He smiled. Daddy smiled. You break him down, sis. All right, princess, you broke your daddy down. He can't play that hard role in front of I'm gonna stop messing with you, Ganayala. You a soldier. I know that's right, brother. Any more questions? Yeah. Somebody take it over from where he was left off. What verse was you on?
I gotta see.
Okay. These soldiers, these brothers in the Bible, these prophets, they were straight up soldiers. Straight up soldiers.
Okay.
You got questions?
Well, no, we'll finish what you got. We do have questions actually on that topic, sir.
Okay, come on with it.
But you want the questions or you want
if it's on that topic, then no problem.
Come on, sir. The question we had was on the Salakia.
But tell Kerala come where you at, because I'll have him read.
Yeah, Kerala. We had Jeremiah chapter 37, verse 15.
Okay. Y'all hold that. We're gonna continue this story, if you don't mind. I like to go into the stories of the Bible. That way the people online will start to learn the Bible, the history of the Bible, the brothers and the sisters in the Bible.
Come on.
Well, our ancestors. I'm not like Kemet, where they pray to dead Africans. I honor the ancestors of the Bible.
The question is on Matthew chapter 7, verse 16, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruit.
Right.
So basically, the question basically is around what is the fruit?
I'm gonna say this like this. You got a lot of haters, and a lot of the haters are they like to lie and project the image about the UPK. You should know them by their fruit. a lot of groups and a lot of different groups, far as Pan-Africanism. I classify them with Kemet, all that. Hebrew Israelites, Muslims, you'll know them by their fruits. When you start looking online, you start to see that they doing all kind of I should say crazy nonsense.
Okay.
Like they really big hypocrites. And the problem with black people is we so gullible that we'll follow any leader because we press for a leader and not knowing who a leader is.
Right.
Like Commander General Yana is the right leader. Like if I'm saying he the right leader, then check him out. Like see if he's the right leader. Like I'm putting my stamp on it. Commander Jerry Yohana is the right leader that leads me, that taught me up, that brought me up, that teaches me. That's who the leader is. Now, if I was in the world, or if I was coming into the truth, or trying to find the truth, that's who I'm gonna follow. Like I don't even get it. Like Tazariak, for one, you know what he said? He said when GMS started talking about ISUPK, he said, well, why should I listen to GMS if you telling me the original and the first school that was out here in camps was GMS?
It was ISBK.
He said it was ISUPK. Okay. He said, why don't I just start watching them? It was some brothers in Baltimore that was looking for General Yohana, and they told him, well, he ain't here today. That was the candy cane. And then they found out that General Yohana was not part of their group. You got a question, or you were just ready to read? Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So your fruit is this. Here's what your fruit. Let's say you the tree as a husband, and you have a wife. In that relationship, the fruit of a woman is how she take care of you and how she raise up her children.
Right.
Like you supposed to raise up your children to be doctors and lawyers, right or wrong?
Okay.
Like if you start with them when they 2 and 3, a sister's supposed to be at least at 2 and 3, start teaching them academic lessons. Like that sister, Officer Malak's rib, she had her kids like reading off a chalkboard at 3 years old.
Right.
So don't tell me it can't be done. Like if a sister ain't working, she's supposed to be working on her kids. She's supposed to be working on making her husband, especially if he's going to camp. Like if a sister ain't working, and if she can't find a job right now, a brother say, okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to start teaching these kids and prepare them for school. Let's try to raise them up with a good education and make them out to be something. Doctors. Like imagine if we had doctors in here. We got a few brothers that are and sisters that are nurses. Imagine if we had a doctor in here. That would save a brother a whole lot of money.
Right.
Right or wrong? And that will be your second opinion.
Right.
Brother might say, yo, man, get the CD from the MRI, send it to me, and I'm gonna overlook it. Like that's where we're supposed to go with our sisters that are not working. Now, some sisters are working. They still got to raise up their kids. Like the fruit of a woman is her children, right or wrong. If her children is dumb as a brick, then she's a dumb as a brick.
Right.
I'm being brutally honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. Like if she home, she's supposed to be raising up geniuses.
Right.
Right or wrong. Baby, you ain't working, no problem. We got these kids. Yo, within a couple of months, I want to see them being able to do at least addition and reading words, knowing their alphabets. That's where you got to go. If she could put them head of the game by the time they reach school, Imagine if you got a 15-year-old kid that get a scholarship for college at 15, and you ain't got to pay for it.
Right.
We can't even fathom that. But let me say this: we are the salt of the earth. It's in us. It's totally in us. What's a brother's fruit of his works? I'm gonna ask the brothers. Not you? I'm gonna start off with the. Go ahead.
So like, is it the?
And before I reply, most of your answers are correct, but I'm building, so it'll be correct. Don't think it ain't correct, but I'm building. Go ahead.
So like, is it the like the officers that have lesser rank than you? That's all. I mean, that's under you, like the 50s.
That's the fruit of your labor. That's it. All of it, like Captain Sapar and Captain Warrior. Their job is to make sure that you know everything that they've been taught and that you walk in a certain path. That's the fruit of your labor. You know what I mean? Like, imagine if you raise up another brother under you and you see him doing, like when I first saw you at the Passover, you ain't seen me, but I'm up on the podium. And I say, yo, that's that brother in Baltimore. He ain't number the 50. What the hell is he doing up there? You remember that? Do you remember that at a Passover, you was a 50 and you was up in front of the podium. And I think you either was holding the Torah.
Comic-Con.
Hey. Stuff like that. What's going on, Art? What's going on? Shalom, brother. All right. You know what I mean? But that's the fruit of your labor. That's the whole purpose. Let me give it to you on the wicked side. Out in the world, out in the streets, what do a brother do? He school a young brother and teach him how to cut dope, cook up coke, how much to sell, what to look out for. Watch these dope fiends or crackheads. Watch for the stick-up kids. Right or wrong, they teach you all that. Right or wrong, that's what they teach you. Do this, do that. Same thing with a coach. How to dribble, lay up, switch over, different plays, box somebody out. Right or wrong. Your job is to do the same thing when a brother come in here. That's the fruit of your labor. The fruit of your labor is raising up brothers to be soldiers. That's what it is. Because what do you want to surround yourself with? Now, let me get the young brothers. What do you want to surround? I'm going to get the young man that just popped up and you might not know what I'm talking about. Who would you want to surround yourself with? Outside your, you give them, go ahead. You give them the mic.
My loved ones.
Your loved ones, that's cool. Now, what about when you out and about? Would you want to have a soldier that know you, that you can trust?
Come.
You want your brothers that you hang with to be fully aware of what's going on. That's the fruit of your labors. You want to raise up another young brother. Whoever told you about us, you're going to be the fruit of their labor. And they just trying to drop this knowledge on you. There's nothing wrong with getting knowledge. Then you start to understand life. With the ISUPK, we teach you about life, what's going on, and how to move. You know how brothers be talking about and keep my head on the swivel? Nah, you got to be able to maneuver in a racist society and still get the job done. That's really about it. You got to feed your family. You got to put money in your pocket. You got to pay your bills. Now, how you going to do that when you're black? You go to college, they don't give a damn about you getting a degree. The athletes, they pull them over and treat them just like you. Right or wrong?
Okay.
Somebody give me that. I'm gonna tell you how they treat you. Give me that. One of your other brothers, give me Isaiah chapter 51. My memory's shot. 21. But maybe go ahead.
I could, sir. So does that also mean, since Christ is saying you will know them by their fruit, and you're saying that the fruit could be for like a camp, for example, the men under you, right?
Yeah.
Did that also mean that Christ might judge us based off the men under us?
Oh yeah. Not only, let me tell you something, not only is Christ going to judge you, but I'm going to judge you. Jerry Yohana is going to judge me. You see how that works? Like if you messing up and you running around with a trooper and he's doing something bad, I'm blaming y'all. I'm blaming you captains. Have I not blamed y'all? You're responsible. You're supposed to care for their lives. That is brotherhood. You know what I mean? That is brotherhood. Anybody got Isaiah 51 and you got it? And this is exactly what they do to us in general. Read.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 21. Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted.
We're the people that have been afflicted, right or wrong, thrown in jail. They push drugs in our neighborhoods. They pushed it in when I was young. Now they got fentanyl and they got this other stuff called Tranquil or something like that. Not to mention Molly, not to mention the weed, not to mention they made it legal. Read that part again.
Therefore, hear now this, thou afflicted.
Right. They afflict us constantly. They afflict our sisters. They afflict our brothers, man. Constantly we go through all this and we try to love them back. And then they just afflict us more. You know what I mean? The bottom. Child support, abortion. They convince sisters to kill their own babies. Now that's something crazy. Like, how you going to convince somebody to and they get it done with convincing us, and we believe that we should get rid of our own babies. Like we murder them. They've been constantly afflicting us. My generation been afflicted. A warrior, your generation been afflicted. Brother, I got news for you, young brother. You're going to be afflicted. And that's why we got to move different. Read on.
And drunken.
And drunken, intoxicated. You can't put up a fight if you drunken. You ever see a drunk man win a fight? Hell no. He get beat down. Read on.
But not with wine.
But he said, not with wine. We get beat down. First thing a cop do, he pull you over. What did he tell you? Get out the car. Start searching. Not only do you get out the car, he start disrespecting you so you can get angry. That's his whole purpose. So you can be like, I know my law, I know my rights. Now you pissed off. Because you know he values me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever see somebody you know they doing something intentionally and they know it's wrong and you know it's wrong? Can you imagine constantly having to go through that in life? So I get it when brothers snap. I get it. So I got to be wise. Yeah, what is it, officer? I see sisters snapping. Hey, well, I don't even ask them. I say, what's the problem, officer? All right. Oh, you ran a red light. Oh, okay. I thought it was yellow, but all right. I'm not tripping. I'm tripping after the bill come, but I'm not tripping right then and there because I know what he want me to do. Like, white people want you to go off. Why do you think white people call you nigga in public? What is the average? I'm always gonna call you a young brother. I'm gonna always call you. Hey, what's your name, too, What's your name? Mayaka Allah. You got a lot of answering to do in this class today. All right, so enjoy. I'm messing with you, but normally, let's face it. When a white person call you nigga, what do he really want you to do? Let's keep it 100. Come on with it. Give it the mic.
Snap.
That's you never give him that. You start laughing, you call me a nigga. Okay, I'm a nigga. All right. Cool. I guess that makes you feel good. I ain't gonna knock your teeth out. I'm gonna show you more mercy than you can show. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you always and what do black people call it? Crashing out. And how does that shit, excuse my language, how does that end up for the person that's crashing out? Now you get locked up and now you gotta crash out in prison. Where they gonna just let him crash out, put him in a box, let him out again, and you can keep crashing out, and the system don't even care. Because all they gonna do is keep tacking on time, which is what they want. That's how he afflict us. He get rid of you and fire you on a job, knowing that you got mouths to feed. He constantly afflicting us from all angles. That's why in the UPK we're gonna teach you how to motivate. How to maneuver. You got brotherhood to help you. You looking for a job? You'd be surprised. It might come from another brother. I done put a few brothers on gigs. General Sharman put a few brothers on gigs. We're gonna make sure that you eat if you're willing to go out here and do it. You know what I mean? So we fight against him trying to afflict us all the time. That's why we tell sisters, man, don't get down with Esau putting them on child support. Because all you doing is making matters worse. And the brother gonna roll out. He's not gonna see his kids because he's gonna be pissed with you. It's best to come in here, talk to us, and see what kind of deal we can work out where he'll support his children. The best system. I love you both. I love the sister and I love the brother. The court system don't love anybody. Read on.
Verse 22. Thus saith thine Lord the Lord, and thy God that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury.
Right. The Lord said, man, I'm gonna take that out of you. I'm gonna take my cup that I've been punishing you. I'm gonna take it away from you now. Read on.
Thou shalt no more drink it again.
He said, thou shalt no more drink it again. It might be a scripture above it.
Come on, verse 20.
20. Try 20.
Come on, verse 20. Thine sons have fainted.
And you in Isaiah 51.
Come on.
Try 22. I'm trying to get it now. My memory's shot. I used to know this scripture backwards and forwards.
Isaiah chapter 51, verse 22.
Matter of fact, 23.
Okay, Isaiah chapter 51, verse 23. But I will put into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thine soul.
Right. He said he's going to put it into them that have afflicted us. Now he's going to punish so-called Esau, the Edomites. Read on.
Which have said to thine soul, bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thine body as the ground.
What's the first thing the cops tell you when they pull you over and it's 3 or 4 young brothers? They tell you, get out the car and get on the ground. It's the first thing they tell you. Get on the ground. They pull you out your car. You ain't even aggressive, but they got you sitting on the damn curb. What was his name? Shovik? He had his knee on my man's neck.
George Floyd.
George Floyd. Read that part again.
God, which have said to thine soul, bow down, that we may go over, and thou hast laid thine body as the ground.
Let me tell you, what we really don't realize is white people remember that they had you in slavery. They missed that. this generation wanted, it was like, damn, you ever see black people saying, man, I miss those good old days. Man, I wish I was around in them good old days. You ever hear black people say it?
Right.
Those were some good old days. Well, Trump is saying the same thing. He's just saying, make America great.
Right.
By him saying that, he's saying the same thing. I miss putting y'all in slavery. I miss murdering the Native American Indians, the Latinos. I miss those days when we were great. When they were great is when they had us in slavery. They had free labor. That's something great. That's something great. Imagine if you got 50 employees and you ain't got to pay them a damn thing but some hand-me-downs. Imagine if you house them, go to the thrift store, give them clothes, whether they dry rotted or what, and then feed them slop. Cost, what they call it, cost efficient?
Okay.
That was cost efficient. We ain't need no health care. No problem. We'll just make another baby if he die and get old. We'll just have them make another baby. We don't realize, black people don't realize what what Trump is saying, make America great, really means. It's really, they wish that they was around when they was able to put you in slavery.
That's right.
They miss when you didn't back talk. Like, think about it. Imagine if you had a group of people in slavery and now you can't enslave them no more. You feel some kind of way. You feel like you done lost some power.
Right.
Like, that is what you got to teach out there to black people. They don't realize how white people, you're known in the world as the slaves. You're known across the world as the people that were enslaved. Messed up, right? We did it to ourselves by disrespecting.
Okay.
On the real tip, that's what it is. Imagine if I disrespected you, Ganaya Allah. You pissed off with me. You'd be like, yo, you gonna disrespect me? I done brought you up. I done gave you a land. I done marched with your armies, took the land, told you all you got to do is follow these laws. I got you. You ever see one of your partners say, yo, you ever have a friend say, yo, come on, you say, man, I'm broke. And your buddy go, don't even worry about it. I got you. Come on. That's the Lord. The Lord is saying, I got you. He's always in the scriptures saying, haven't I brought you up out of Egypt? Right. He's saying, nigga, I'm the one who got you. Oh, you gonna go worship some false god? Today we follow Islam. Today we follow the African gods. Today we follow the white Jesus. Like you know what the problem, you know what the biggest problem with black people is? When they read this Bible, they read it like a novel. The second thing that they do is that they don't apply it to today as the way the prophets and God is talking. Like a lot of y'all done had dudes that say, yo, man, don't even sweat it, man. It's on me. Right now, if I say, yo, we're going to go to the club or we're going to go to a restaurant, and I say, yo, y'all don't even worry about it. I got this. You down. Right or wrong, you down. But some of y'all are fake. Some of y'all go turn around and go follow somebody else. That's what the Lord said that we did. But brothers in here, we know when somebody say, I got you, like you said, cut on cut. You know what I mean? Cut on, like if you say, yo, General, I know you got me. Because you're the fruit of somebody's labor. UPK, One West. One West is everything. You know what I mean? Like I don't stunt from it. I let brothers know when y'all saw that photo of me online. That was a Hamite, an African. He got pissed off because I showed a video when Jerry Yohana and the rest of us was up in Times Square, and the Nigerian bowed down in front of it. But I had been getting on him about it a long time. That was the kicker. That right there was the kicker. But he done made pictures of all of y'all. And brothers did call me and say, yo, man, I was pissed off. I said, well, you worry about that. I don't care. You know why? You know what's most important? That Baltimore Philly seats up. Right. And all he gonna do is just, if he keep posting it, people gonna want to know who the hell, what's going on, who I am, and that I'm UPK. UPK get this exposure. I'm cool with that. I know how to cut him. I've been in his brain just by posting what Hamites do. I don't have to trip. You know what I trip on? When you call me with a problem and I give you counsel and you don't follow it. That's what I trip on. I'll be like, damn. In my mind, I'd be like this to y'all. Damn, this nigga won't listen to shit. But I don't tell you that. You know what I mean? I don't tell you that. But I trip on the things that you do, trying to fix y'all. That's what's real. Social media is just something like HBO to me. Try to post all your stuff. Right or wrong. That's what I do. Get them numbers up. Trying to get numbers up. I don't care about nothing about this Hamite. But if I could use him, I'm going to do so. You know what I mean? I know y'all done saw it. Surprised none of y'all called me. You ain't called me, Pecan? You ain't. You probably asked another brother. Don't kiss that brother's boot. That Hamite boot. And the Hamite ain't even in commit. He don't even follow Kemet. You know what I mean? So I don't trip on that, man.
Got more questions when you're ready, sir.
Okay, come on with it.
All right, next question.
Oh, no, go ahead, brother. You had one.
Like I was just continuing what you were talking about. Like he was acting like he was with us a couple months ago.
Yeah.
3 months before that, he was acting like he was with IUI. He was acting like he was Black Panther.
Yeah. He know I know. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna go back to your warrior, but he had on a profile picture. He funny. He had of a raccoon with ISUPK on it. So he didn't change it. Now he changed to somebody else. I'm like, and I told him, I said, okay, Frank Fidel, you know what I mean? Go ahead. We'll get back to the questions. But that's just to clear it up for the people online, which I don't really care about what he posted for the brothers and sisters. I care about y'all that's online.
Come on. In the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 10, it says, if he take him another wife, her food, her remnant, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. So the question is basically, what if your husband takes another wife, and now, because he takes another wife, now you're about to lose your home?
That brother is off. And if he's in our school, he's supposed to contact his camp leader. You know what I mean? It could be something, like a lot of times, he's off, but the sister can cause him, so I'm not going to jump on the brother. Sometimes a sister can do certain things where a brother say, I keep telling you this, and she doesn't listen. So I don't jump the gun, because sisters will say one thing, and then when you start digging into it, you be like, sister, well, why are you doing this? He told you this, that, and the other. Because sisters, they'll get in their emotions. They'll tell you her side of the version. Believe me. Sisters do that. Young brother, women will do that.
Right.
That's all I'm gonna just tell y'all. Women will do that. Come to find out, I talked to the brother. And he damn near completely honest, and he know why he did it. It usually be legitimate. I'm gonna just tell you, certain brothers it be legitimate. Every blue moon, you find a brother that's doing something because he's so pissed. Most of the time, a sister is hard-headed, and she want to do things on her own. Sometimes the sister, before that happened, automatically she's supposed to call a counselor. Automatically. That way we can hear it on both sides and fix it. You let a brother do that to you and you allow it, maybe because you know you was doing something. If you was completely right, you would call your camp leader. Now, if you ain't in the school, whatever city you in, you call that number on that video, that YouTube video, or that TikTok video. And the brother will tell you what to do.
Okay.
You know what I mean? All right. Any more questions?
No, that was it for now, sir.
Okay. So, but if he's wrong, you should immediately talk to your camp leader and square it off before you get home, before you be homeless. A brother's supposed to take care of his home. You know what I mean? A sister is supposed to take care of his home. Like sisters think that it just is left up to a man. It ain't left up to a man. If you're a family, it's up to the wife and the husband. That's why she's supposed to be the helpmeet. Like this society expect that you're supposed to do it all. Christianity teaches you're supposed to do it all. Nah, you ain't. Nah. In these days and time, I grew up with parents where they both worked because it was hard. Now, if you somebody that can hold it down, hey, fine. I didn't mind holding it down, but I had to expect certain things. Before I was in the truth, sister ain't do nothing. And when I got in the truth and I had a woman, she would do half of that. But she was into this bull crap. So she left. I'm gonna just tell you my personal story. She left. Not stopping no woman, man. She leaving. What was I supposed to do? Beg her? Nah, get the fuck on. So excuse my language. Get the F on. I'm the goal. Straight up, I'm the goal. She ain't the goal. How is she the goal? She ain't going to camp. She ain't receiving no crown. Who's receiving the crown? The woman or the man? Yeah. She gonna enter into the kingdom of heaven through you. Society teaches you something the complete opposite. The Lord says something totally different. I don't mean to curse, but block you. All right. Let's continue with the Jeremiah, because he was a soldier.
Right.
And any brother in here got a question. Young man, if you got a question, go ahead. Come on with it. Good night, y'all. All questions is powerful.
Like, so I do have a question. So, if you know what's going on right now, the famous rapper Lil Durk, he in court for his Lil Durk, rapper from
Durk.
Right. So he in court, and a lot of the Muslims was talking about, you know what I'm saying, one of the Muslims' father to one of the guys who was doing the shooting, right? And they asked him, do he feel, bad for the killings and stuff, unalivings and stuff like that? And he said in the Quran, it basically says, whatever the name of Allah, whatever happens, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if a person died, that was his time to go. Right. And then, we at work. So the guy started asking me questions about it, me being an Israelite. And then I brought out like certain scriptures to tell you. But to me, it's like they don't like for them, it's just they could just do it. because at the end of the day, it's his time to go because Allah said it. But for us, I was basically explaining like, yo, it's a choice. You know what I'm saying? We got a choice in the scriptures and stuff like that. Like,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But do you got like because I went to.
Give me Proverbs chapter 1 and 20. He's going to get it, but continue the question.
Because I went to like scriptures like God create everything. So I guess in retrospect, right, God creates evil and good, and then I walk everything nothing new under the sun. And then I went to other scriptures, but at the same time, like the wages of sin is death. But them scriptures like that, but at the same time, it's like I wanted something like point blank, period. I think I did go to Proverbs 1:21. That's where it's like
that's where I would have took him. I would took him there. And you saying they saying,
because it's basically like what they saying is if I unalive somebody, it was his time to go anyway. You know what I'm saying? It's not like,
well, you can kind of say that, but really, Warren, give me this Psalms. You should have stayed on Psalms.
Concert.
And Hosea 4 and 6, but really coming down on 4 and 6. Somebody get this is how you really get it.
Concert.
And let me ask you this: Are they saying this Muslim? He's saying that was his son that got killed, right?
Oh, his son was doing a lot of unaliving.
His son was doing a lot of unaliving.
And they asked him how he felt about the victims, and he like, yo, that's up to Allah. That whatever happens for real.
Nah, go ahead.
You know what's crazy with that, sir? And I'm laughing because I had a battle with a Muslim about that same thing, and he says Allah says whatever happens happens. So I was telling him, so why are you crying about Gaza? Why are you crying about Gaza if whatever happens happens? That should fall right in line with Allah's plans.
Yeah, that ain't
because you're a hypocrite. It's like
that ain't, you know what I mean.
No. If I could too, it shows you in the black community.
Nah, what it is we destroy for lack of knowledge.
Come on. I got that scripture if you want, sir.
That's really why we destroy. We destroy because we're rebellious. We don't want to listen to the Most High. You know what I mean? Like that is. Like that's something like you really giving up. We don't give up in the UPK. You know what I mean? Like that is like, yo, whatever happens, happens. That's some shit, excuse my language. That's something I said in the world. You know what I mean? Like that is It is a bunch of other, I can't think of it, but Hosea is one and Psalms. Go ahead, give me.
Hosea chapter 4, verse 6, sir.
Yeah.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
Right.
That thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God.
Yeah, the Lord don't care about you. You don't care about the Most High. You want to go and commit sin. You know what I mean? What's the transgression of sin? Anybody? Yeah, death. But Psalms was the one, Proverbs was the one that you could have just stayed on. Go ahead and read that.
Proverbs chapter 1, sir.
One in I think it's 21. Do it start at 21? Started at 21.
Proverbs 1:21. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the opening of the gates. In the city she uttereth her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?
Right.
And the scorners delight in their scorning.
Right, and that really be the problem. Muslims, dudes that's in all these other Kemetic religions, Christians, all of them, they really scorn the Bible. They talk about the Bible as a fake book, fairy tale. It's a lot of contradictions. Polite, you remember, you know who Polite is, right?
Okay.
Polite, what did he do with the Bible? He had either, he might have had an AR-15 or M16. He shot up the Bible. He did that like some years prior. All of a sudden, he locked up now. Damn near everybody that talks against the scriptures, they locked up, which tells us what? That the Most High is getting ready to move on the earth. All of what you've been saying, the Lord gonna back you up. You're gonna see all the justice when Christ comes. People that have talked mad crazy about one West and the Bible, you're gonna see them fall. When Christ come, imagine if everybody that said, you ever see that part in Paid in Full when my man said, anybody that owed me money, anybody that looked at me wrong. That's how God works. That's how Christ gonna work. That's why his garment is all bloody. They tell you that Christ is loving everybody, but Christ coming back. And he even said that, I think it's in Revelations 2:5. Those that pierced him, that he gonna pay them back. I'm paraphrasing the scripture. I can't remember, it was 2:5. This is in Revelations. You remember that scripture where it's at? Where he says he gonna revenge them that pierced his side. Like Christ is always talking about getting some get back. Christ is just like you. Like, can you imagine if you a righteous brother and everybody disrespects you? You ain't gonna want no get back. Christ is just like any brother else, except he's the special person that came from earth, that was on earth. But he wanted get back. He let you know that he had the same physical body as you. He had the same lust as you. He fought it. That's what made him so great. Like if he had special power to control his lust and his wants, that's why he said, nah, let thy will be done, because he wanted to live. He had the same wants that you had. So Christ, he wants some get back. Everybody be thinking wanting some get back and some revenge is wrong. That comes from your slave master, because he don't want you to get back at him. White people have been fearing that we was going to get back at them. Did you ever find that scripture where he says, pierced him? Anybody? You got it? Go ahead. Oh, whoever got it.
I don't know the one you want. Zechariah 12:10.
Zechariah 1:10. There's another one in Revelations. Go ahead and read that. That might be the. Go ahead.
Come on, Khan, sir. The book of Zechariah, chapter 12 and verse 10. And I will pour upon the house of David and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem the spirit of grace and supplications, and they shall look upon me whom they have pierced, and they shall mourn for him, and one mourneth for his only son, and shall be in bitterness for him, as one that is in bitterness for his firstborn.
That's us seeking the Lord right now. That's a good scripture.
I got it, sir.
But that's us begging the Most High. That's who that is. That's us mourning, and we want this end to happen. Matter of fact, go ahead and whoever have it, go ahead and read it.
The book of Revelations.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him,
right,
and all
go ahead,
and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him.
Right. He gonna pay him back. The Lord is gonna pay him back. Every word that somebody done said about the Bible, about Christ, about the Most High, they're not gonna go unpunished. You're going to see it done in front of your eyes and when Christ comes. Like you're going to start to see like Dr. York. You know, he came out with a book called 360 questions to ask a Hebrew. Where he at? His old ass in prison. And he say he from the planet Ritz. Like how in the hell would you follow someone? Like let's say for instance, we out there hanging out, right? And some brother come up to you, Shapar, and say, yo, I'm from the planet Risk. All I want to ask you, what would you say to the brother? He said, yo, man, I'm from the planet Risk, man. I got this stardust. Like, how the hell do you follow somebody like that? We pound it out. Go ahead.
Like that, we was growing up in the Christian church and their interpretation of the Bible, they could choose anything else with the Bible.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Definitely go with that. But me being a street nigga, excuse my language, you ain't coming to me telling me you from another planet. Logically, I'm saying, yo, nigga, man, come on, man, cut that out. Yo, forgive me for saying street. You not coming at me with that. I'll be like, yo, good night, y'all, man. My man is from the planet Risk. You're gonna more likely you're gonna disrespect me. I don't even know how they existed. Like a bunch of them was completely dumb, but like you said, they'll accept anything as long as it ain't of the Bible, because the same dude that's telling him he's from planet Risk is the same dude that's telling him that the Bible is the white man book. The Bible has a lot of contradictions. And every time I battled one of them, I destroyed them. Like, for example, they talk about who tempted Satan. Who tempted David? That's one of their questions. And I had to tell them. I said, for one, there's different scribes at different times. The Book of Kings was a set of scribes. The Book of Chronicles was another different set of, during a different time period. Like me and you could talk about the same thing that happened, and me and you will talk about it differently, right or wrong. If we talk about something in Baltimore, like I can talk about the riots in Baltimore, can we not both talk about it differently? The same thing with Mark, Luke, and John. Those are different writers. Like right now, if the roof caved in and the fire department took our statements, all of them will be different. I remember being in class, and you ever did this in class where they say something to one person? You remember that, right? By the time they ask the last person, it's totally different. It's messed up. But it ain't the case with the Bible. They were more accurate. But that's just an example of it. That you may see it and write it. It's the same thing, but you may word it a little differently. But did the event happen? Yes. The same event happened. It might be worded a little different, you know? I was trying to get through Jeremiah. Y'all won't let me finish. What time is it?
8:52.
Corral, come. You think we're gonna finish Yeah, I wanted to get through Jeremiah, man. Let's run through Jeremiah.
Okay.
Let's go. Where we at?
This is Jeremiah chapter 37, verse 15. Wherefore,
for the people online, we going into the story of Jeremiah. We're going to talk about the struggles of Jeremiah.
verse 15. Wherefore, the princes were wroth with Jeremiah and smite him.
Right. They was angry with him, so they smite him. They would do that to you if they had the power. If they had the power, they would love to lock you up. I'm talking about your Christian leaders and all the other black leaders. They would love to lock you up out there on that corner and beat you. Read on.
And put him in prison in the house of Jonathan, the scribe.
They put him in prison. They threw him in prison. Rough cat. He ain't the only one. Read on.
For they had made that the prison. Verse 16. When Jeremiah was entered into the dungeon and into the cabins, and Jeremiah had remained there many days.
What's the cabins? What would it be today? Go ahead.
A cell.
A cell. Read that part again.
Verse 16, when Jeremiah was entered into the dungeon and into the cabins, and Jeremiah had remained there many days. Verse 17.
Let me ask y'all, why did they put him in jail? Put him in prison? Come on with it. You can go ahead and base it. We running through it. Give him the mic. Put the mics closer to the brothers. You gonna read it first, huh? Just the overall story. Remember, Jeremiah is just like you. What do you think the Christian church and black politicians want to do with you? And why would they want to do something to you? Give it more. Give me more. And it's definitely correct. Go ahead.
Yeah, General, because we messing that money up.
That's definitely correct. Come on.
Because what we speaking is different from what they're speaking. So they wanted to be considered like lies. Like we're the enemy. Like we're destroying, you know what I mean, the people. Like we're telling them lies.
That's what the prophets did. The prophets told them the truth, opposed to them lying and telling the king that everything is going to be all right. Like when you go out there and speak, you really disrupted the balance of the white society. Like you really, like all your answers is correct, but really what you teaching is really, God is against America. What he's teaching is God is against us. When you talk about the curses, black people don't want to hear that because you telling them God is against us. Black people don't want to hear that. They want to hear that you're like $1. Like the Lord want you to have this money. You teaching the Lord is punishing us, and we got to come back to the Most High. Creflo and all these other leaders ain't teaching to come back to the Most High, come back to the laws. They're not teaching them how to come back to the laws. Jeremiah is telling them destruction is coming. They don't want to hear it. Read on.
Verse 17, Zedekiah, the king sent and took him out. And the king asked him secretly in his house and said, is there any word from the Lord? And Jeremiah said, there is. For, said he, thou shalt be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon.
Do you think a king want to hear that? If I come to you and you running things, and I say, Kerala, come, Saparia, you're about to be delivered into the hand of the Edomites. You don't want to hear that. It's bad news. Right or wrong?
Come on.
Y'all know how it is. Imagine you get that letter that says the state of Maryland, city of Baltimore, district court or superior court. You don't want to see that letter. Right or wrong?
Come
The first thing you're gonna do is tear that thing open and see what the hell is this all about? Right or wrong? You get ready to be delivered in the hand of the courts. Jeremiah is telling them, you get ready to be delivered in the hand of Babylon, the king of Babylon. You don't want to hear that. Israelites don't want to hear what you got to say. That's what you got. And mainly black politicians. That's why it was a rough one to deal with politicians dealing with the ISUPK. Read on.
Verse 18. Moreover, Jeremiah said unto the king Zedekiah, what have I offered against thee? Salakia, what have I offended against thee, or against thy servant, or against this people, that ye have put me in prison?
They locked him up for it. Just teach him what? The word of the Most High, and giving him the prophecy. Read on.
Verse 19. Where are now your prophets, which have prophesied unto you, saying, the king of Babylon shall not come against you?
Right. He's saying, where are your prophets now that's telling you that the king of Babylon shall not come unto you? Read on.
Nor against this land. Verse 20. Therefore, hear now, I pray thee, O my lord, the king, let my supplication, I pray thee, be accepted before thee, that thou cause me not to return to the house of Jonathan the scribe, lest I die there.
Right. You see that? I think we skipped a few. Yeah, y'all skipped the most important part. And let me see what verse you in.
I'm at verse about to hit. Just finish verse 20. About to hit 21.
Okay, 21. All right.
I started at 15, sir.
Go ahead, keep reading.
God, verse 21. Then Zedekiah the king commanded that they should commit Jeremiah into the court of the prison, and that they should give him daily a piece of bread out of the baker's street, until all the bread in the city were spent.
Give me verse 30, chapter 38, verse 2.
Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, he that remaineth in this city shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence.
Ain't that what you do? He prophesied. He's telling them, yo, if you fight against this is how you gonna die. Read on.
But he that goeth forth to the Chaldeans shall live.
Saying what? He going forth. Read on.
For he shall have his life for a prey, and shall live.
Read that part again.
Come on. But he that goeth forth to the Chaldeans shall live, for he shall have his life for a prey.
What is he saying? Anybody online? Let's see if anybody online. Read it one more time for him.
Come on.
This is Jeremiah talking, and he's telling the people and the king. Read.
But the whole verse?
Yeah, that whole verse.
Come on. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, he that remaineth in this city shall die by the sword.
What city? I'm talking about Jerusalem. Go ahead. Yeah, go back. Read on.
By the famine and by the pestilence. But he that goeth forth to the Chaldeans shall live, for he shall have his life for a prey and shall live.
What does he say? What is Jeremiah telling the people? Give him the mic. Where's that other? Yeah, he got it.
Like, so he basically just saying if you stay here with the king or whatever, y'all gonna die. Whether it be by the sword or whether it be by famine or pestilence, either way, if you stay here, you're gonna die. But if you go to the Chaldeans, you're gonna
go where? If you go where? You're right.
To the he said go to the way of the Chaldeans, where the Chaldeans at, right?
Right.
You're gonna live.
What the Chaldeans want to do to them?
I thought they wanted to fight them. Wasn't they?
They want to put them in captivity.
Yeah, come.
That's what he's saying. That's what Jeremiah's saying. He's saying if you stay here and try to fight, you're gonna be slain. The Lord want us to go into captivity because we broke his commandments. We broke the covenant. So the Lord basically is he kicking us out. And when you go back to either Chronicles or Kings, he didn't take the poor. He took the big head niggas into captivity. He took all the people. Hey, look for craftsmen and skillsmen.
Okay.
I want him to keep on reading though. Ain't that ironic? Can you imagine if Jay-Z, Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, you know what I mean? Who else? Beyonce, Jay-Z. Can you imagine if the Lord come here and take all the big head celebrities and put them in captivity and leave us here? Think about it. Why would the Lord do that? Okay, all answers is good for the people. Hold on, let me see. Anybody looking on answering online?
Lost, sir.
Okay. Why would the Lord take all the princes, the skillsmen and the craftsmen? You got what I'm looking for? Where he says he takes them?
Come on, sir.
Go ahead and read it.
The book
I'm gonna let y'all read it just to give you the proof that goes along with this.
The book of 2 Kings 24, verse 14. He carried away all Jerusalem and all the princes and all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captives. And
imagine the Lord taking all your football players, all your boxers, those are your men of valor, all your black Navy SEALs, your airborne ranger. Go ahead.
And all the craftsmen.
And all the craftsmen, your engineering. Go ahead.
And smiths.
And your smiths. Is that it?
None remained, save the poorest sort of the people of the land.
Except the poor. The Lord didn't charge the poor. Right. Now read that verse again.
Come on. Jeremiah.
Think about the Lord ain't who should inherit the earth. Who's the meek? The poor. The people that don't have no power. Jay-Z got power. P. Diddy got power. Right?
And back what you're saying, sir, Christ said in the book of Matthew chapter 6, he said, blessed are the poor, for they will inherit the earth.
Exactly. That's the scripture. They're both right. He said the poor. Go ahead, read that scripture again, Officer Corral.
Come on. Verse 2. Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, he that remaineth in this city shall die by the sword. But Salakia shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. But he that goeth forth to the Chaldeans shall live. For he shall have his life for a prey and shall live.
Right. Keep reading.
Verse 3.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
Come on.
I'm going to let you read.
Verse 3. Thus saith the Lord, this city shall surely be given into the hand of the king of Babylon's army, which shall take it.
Where we at?
Jeremiah chapter 38. We just finished verse 3.
Okay, hit 4.
Verse 4. Therefore, the princes said unto the king,
People like Jay-Z, Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes, Al Sharpton, any other black politician you want to think of. Read.
We beseech thee, let this man be put to death.
They want to kill him for that. He's telling them, if you buck against the Most High, you're going to die. If you go ahead and follow the Most High, you're going to live. They got pissed because they amped up and they think the Lord is with them. So they mad at Jeremiah and they telling the king, yo, let's put his ass to death. Slocky. Go ahead.
For thus he weaketh the hands of the men of war.
Right. He's saying, yo, this dude here, you keep listening to him, he's weakening our warriors. They're not going to want to fight because they listen to what he's saying, and he's telling us to go ahead and go ahead and go into captivity. Go ahead and do that time. The Lord gave us time. That's what he did. He gave us a punishment. Read on.
He weaketh the hands of the men of war that remaineth in this city, and in the hands of all the people, in speaking such words unto them. For this man seeketh not the welfare of this people, but the hurt.
Right. And that's what your black leaders say. Man, y'all keep dividing with that racism. Ain't that what they say out there in camp? Y'all racist. Y'all ain't, y'all preaching hate. Because they want to join the white race. They want everything to be easy. In this case, they get ready to mislead the warriors to go to war. And the Lord is against us. The Lord is against us joining white people. You go out there, what do y'all tell them? Stay away from these Edomites, they lynching us. Stop going fishing with them, they drowning us. Stop, you know what I mean? Stop going swimming with them. You're going to end up drowning. Go ahead, brother.
Verse 6. Salakia. Verse 5. Then Zedekiah the king said, behold, he is in your hand. For the king is not he that can do anything against you.
Right. The king is saying, I'm for you. I'm not going to do anything against you. I'm going to put it in your hands. Whatever y'all want to do to him, it's in your hands. That's what the police be saying half the time when people be complaining about y'all on them corners. Well, it's in your hands. They out there doing that. It's in your hands. Whatever you want. Y'all think I'm lying. In DC, we had to go against a ban several times. People throwing stuff from the roof. Those are white people throwing. I'm talking about full beer cans. The leadership want the poor to destroy y'all when y'all out there naked. White people want you to punch them in the face so they can get rid of the whole camp. So all of y'all can be charged with a hate crime. In this case, the king is saying it's in your hands. Read on.
Verse 6. Then took they Jeremiah and cast him into the dungeon of Malachi, the son of Hamalek, that was in the court of the prison. And they let down Jeremiah with cords.
Now, hold up. I want y'all to all think about this. Read.
And in the dungeon, there was no water, but mere. So Jeremiah sunk in the mere.
Explain that. One of you brothers in here, explain exactly that. Go ahead and start over and read it.
Come on, verse 6.
Before y'all even look down at your phones, Listen to what he's saying
Kawaka.
about that. Comprehend what he's saying. Imagine you're Jeremiah. And Creflo Dollar is in charge. Read.
Then took they Jeremiah and cast.
They snatch a warrior up. They snatch Saparia up. They snatch Ganaya Allah. They snatch you up, Bakar. You by yourself. They snatch you up. You've been out there prophesying. So they snatch you up. They put you in a headlock. Let me stop. Go ahead, read.
And cast him into the dungeon of Malachi.
They took you in a dungeon. What do a dungeon look like, a warrior?
A prison.
Ancient days.
Okay.
Ancient days. Not today's prison.
Right.
A dungeon. We don't even have dungeons.
Right. It's a place of torment, sir.
Describe it. Tell me a place of torment.
Khan, dark.
I can live with a woman and it's a place of torment.
Okay. It'd be dark, brick, uncomfortable, chains. I mean, okay.
Read on.
The son of Hamalek, that was in the court of the prison, and let down Jeremiah with cords.
With what?
With cords.
Imagine they snatch you up. And now you in a prison, but in a dungeon. You don't go to no cell. Don't you already read it. Don't give it to him. With what?
With cords.
They letting you down somewhere where it ain't no cells.
Right.
Read on.
And in the dungeon there was no water.
There's no water.
But mere.
Something like a well. But what is mere? Read.
Come on. But mere. So Jeremiah sunk in the mere.
Can you get, if you sunk in the mere, can you get some sleep? What happens to you if you in a mirror? Let's say I'm not even gonna say up to your neck. Let's say the mirror is waist high. You think you can sleep?
Lie, sir.
This is what prophets suffered for the word of the Most High. You got to be a bad brother to go through something like that. Read on.
This is verse 7. Now, when Abid Melech, the Ethiopian, one of the
now this is a heathen. A heathen. Look and see this brother down in there. Read.
Salagi, I don't know this word, is eunuchs.
Eunuch?
Oh, eunuch.
Eunuch, Salagi. One of the eunuchs.
You know what a eunuch is?
Okay,
go ahead.
One of the eunuchs, which was in
I got a eunuch program, right? for all you young brothers, I got a eunuch program. I'm gonna send y'all the card and Kazakh. So just give me a call if you want to get down with the eunuch program for about a year or so. I can get plenty of work out of y'all.
Oh God.
Help you stay focused. Go ahead. What verse you in?
I'm in verse 7, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, when Abid Melech, the Ethiopian, one of the eunuchs, which was in the king's house, heard that they had put Jeremiah in the dungeon, the king then sitting in the gates of Benjamin. Verse 8, Abid Melech went forth out of the king's house and spake to the king, saying, verse 9, my lord the king, these men have done evil in all.
Now this is a heathen, and he running to the king and saying, yo, man. Go ahead.
Kamaka. Verse 9, my lord the king, these men have done evil in all that they have done to Jeremiah the prophet, whom they have cast into the dungeon. And he is like to die for hunger in the place where he is.
Right. This is a heathen. Heathen saw, yo, this is messed up. This man only spoke the word of his God. He about to die. Read on.
For there is no more bread in the city.
And he figured he gonna starve. Skip down to 13.
Come, verse 13. So they drew up Jeremiah with cords and took him up out of the dungeon. And Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison.
But let me say this. Can you imagine being in a locked up, lowered down into a pit, and you in mud? How are you supposed to sleep? I'm just asking.
All right, so you ain't supposed to sleep. Why they put you in sleep like that?
Can you imagine what he was going through? For just trying to get Israelites to obey the Most High.
Right.
To tell them that if you don't fight, you're going to live. That's all he simply was saying. He was saying what the Most High told him to say. He wasn't saying nothing on his own accord. He was literally trying to help Israelites. Yo, don't fight them or you're going to die in this war. Just go with the king of Babylon and you're going to live. Ain't that what you say out there in the streets?
Come.
Right or wrong? Don't y'all say do the law and you're going to live.
Come.
The Lord got you. Got your back. He going to look out for you. Imagine they take you and put you down in the pit of mud. You can't go to sleep. You can't even stand up leaning. How long can you think you can do that before you sink and just sink down all the way into it? You got to be a tough brother to do what y'all doing. That's why I tell you, them other Israelites, how brothers be talking about getting in class, F them. They don't like you anyway.
Right.
I used to, like I told you all the time, brothers be like, yo, you need to get in class. No. We need to go fish real brothers and sisters. Read on. Where we at?
Come, yeah. Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 14.
Okay.
Then Zedekiah the king sent and took Jeremiah the prophet unto him into the third entry that is in the house of the Lord. And the king said unto Jeremiah, I will ask thee a thing, hide nothing from me.
Yo, that's like me telling you, good night, y'all. Don't be hiding nothing from them. I ask you a thing. Now, they just finished pulling you out in horrible condition where you almost died by drowning of mud or beer, which could be just muddy water, whatever. Say good night, y'all. Don't lie to me. Read on.
It's a lot.
Don't go more.
No, it's like they handling it like they the mob.
Yeah.
Like, yo, listen, look.
That's how you got to read the Bible.
This what you know what I mean? This what you gonna do.
Yeah.
And don't play with me.
Don't play with me. But check out Jeremiah's response.
Verse 15. Then Jeremiah said unto Zedekiah, if I declare it unto thee.
Can I break it down to you? Yo, if I tell you what the Lord said, read.
Wilt thou not surely put me to death?
Because he knew it wasn't what Zedekiah wants. You ever heard, you ever see a child be scared of a punishment and they'd be like, you gonna beat me. They don't want to tell you the truth for the punishment. But this is on another level, on adult level of a prophet. Jeremiah didn't want to go back in that water, back down that pit. That's why he said, yo, you gonna kill me. That's the life of a prophet. The life of a prophet ain't easy. You live in the life of a prophet. We've been running pretty smooth. Why? Because the Most High been protecting us out there. That's the only reason why. It's the only reason why. You think a brother can't come up and drive by and shoot at the camp? Really? Is that what you think? You think you giving tough talk to insane people that have always killed the prophets? The Lord then gave us mercy.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't the baddest dude on the block. I had to learn that. The Lord protect you out there. He got angels around that camp. Oh, we work out just in case we got to get busy. And the Lord is still on our side. But can we stop a bullet? The Lord can. The Lord can stop a man that want to do something to the camp before he even get near the camp. Real, I'm just telling you real talk. You live a life of a prophet.
Right.
You are the prophets. You ain't somebody that just go to camp. Don't listen to people online. You are the prophets. Give me Isaiah chapter 62, is it? You know, chapter 62, verse where we cry and anybody got it? Let me look for it. Might be 56. Some of these I used to know off the break. Chapter 62, verse 6.
The book of Isaiah 62, verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
That's who he said. When you go out there every week, the Lord chose you. You ain't stumble across the truth. You in here for a reason. The Lord is calling you to do this work. You go out, the Lord set you as a watchman. Right or wrong? You try to deal, I didn't send you on a mission to try to stop this sister from committing suicide. Right or wrong? You're a watchman. This is real. Right or wrong?
This
is what you're doing. This is the job. Don't listen to nobody else but the UPK. It's your job. The greatest job in the world. Read on.
Which shall never hold their peace.
Ain't that what you doing when you're out there on them corners? You don't give a damn what they say. You ain't holding your peace. Right or wrong? We stand 10 toes down for the children of Israel and for the Most High and for the Word and for the ISUPK. Right or wrong? You give up your weekends. Right or wrong? You could be home, right or wrong? You could be home doing whatever with your children and your woman. Don't listen to somebody online or out in the street against you. Let them know, yo, nigga, I'm One West. What is you talking about? We've been out here since 1969. There's no other group that been out here longer than us. And listen, y'all still doing the same. Y'all today is still doing the same thing that we did. That the same thing that General Yohana taught us to do, that he was taught to do. Same thing. Take pride in your work, and y'all do it well, and keep doing it well. And y'all been devoted to this truth. Y'all been devoted to the Most High. That's what devout means. You devoted. You know what I mean? Like we don't, talk this talk. We live it. You go out on a Saturday and these other Hebrew Israelites that you be telling to come to our class, which will never come to our class, who hate our doctrine, who hate you, who hate the ISUPK, and you think that the same as you? They beneath you. They Christians. They just Christians that know their identity. And as long as you got that in your head, like I seen a brother run around and he asked me where my fringes at. And guess where his fringes was? Come on, y'all know. Yeah, all y'all know his t-shirt. And guess what he was doing? I give him $2. And I told him, I said, yo, you kind of embarrassing the Hebrew Israelites. You run around here asking for money. But they hate the ISUPK. F them. I always been like that. F them. And Lord be with them. You know what I mean? I hope we all make it to the kingdom. But guess what? I want something better than just making it in the kingdom when I get in the kingdom. Right or wrong?
Okay.
The Lord gonna let other people come into the kingdom. You know what I mean? Like people that ain't calling themselves Hebrew Israelite, but somebody that done looked out for you. You know, that's in the scriptures. You know what I mean? Finish reading. Read that part again.
Come on, verse 5, Jeremiah chapter 38, verse 15. Then Jeremiah said,
who was reading Isaiah?
I got it, sir.
Let him read Isaiah.
Isaiah
You give me you give me 2 Corinthians chapter 11, 23. Go ahead.
Isaiah 62, verse 6.
Go ahead, run it down real hard, fast.
I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace, day or night. Ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence.
And that's what we do. Everything we do, we live it. When we go to work, you follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Somebody say something crazy, you'll be like, yo, I ain't with that. When I used to work construction, dudes be looking at white girls. I'm like, yo, I ain't with that. Why? Because that ain't of my nation, the Hebrew Israelite. I don't have to go way into detail into it. I don't eat pork. I've been walking this life for the longest. I'm comfortable with it. This is who I am. I enjoy it. Give me 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 23.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 23.
You got the mic. Go ahead.
For I have received the Lord that which also I delivered unto you.
Meaning this, Paul is saying he got the knowledge of the Most High. Read on.
That the Lord Jesus, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread.
Is this 2 Corinthians?
So like it is 1 Corinthians.
Yeah. I do.
2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 23. Are they ministers of Christ? I speak as a fool. I am more in labor.
He's dropping it. He's dropping it. Paul is just letting you know. Are they ministers of Christ? Yeah. I'm more than a minister of Christ. He didn't put in the work. Old Testament Negroes be trying to disrespect the New Testament. Fake other Israelites, they try to disrespect Paul. Paul was about that work. I'm going to just put it in layman terms of today. Paul was up about that work. Read.
And labor is more abundant.
Give him the mic so the people can hear.
And labor is more abundant.
Right. Paul said, I labor more abundantly. Paul was going to the Greek Isles. Paul was raising up schools. This is what Paul was doing. He was out there teaching. He didn't stay in Jerusalem. He was running around all through where all the lost tribes was, building up schools. That's a bad brother. Building up schools. Y'all know how hard it is to draw people in, right or wrong. Read.
And stripes above measure.
And stripes above measure. You know what that means? Young brother, read that part again.
And stripes above measure.
Anybody know what that means?
accolade.
Nah, not you. You already know. Read that part again.
Come. And stripes above measure.
He got his ass whooped. That's what it means. He got his ass whooped, teaching about Christ. It ain't accolades. It ain't stripes of like a sergeant. He got his ass whooped. Read on.
Okay. And prisons more frequent.
And he was locked up more frequently. Your job is a rough job. This is a soldier. And they disrespect Paul. Today, they disrespect Paul. This is a dude that put his life on the line and got locked up more than anybody. Read on.
Come. And death's oft.
And death's off. You know what that means? Anybody? When you was in them streets, what did that mean, Kerala come? Right. That's what it means. He had to dodge death. When he came into the truth, he could have stayed a Pharisee and everything would have been sweet. All he had to do was lock brothers up like you teaching about Christ. Sweet gig. That's what he did. You spoke about Christ, he locked you up. Then they put you to death. Read. Like we don't understand. We think the Bible is Hollywood until you start to live it. Start to understand it. Start to understand Paul. Paul wasn't no lightweight. Can you imagine you going out there teaching about Christ and you get your ass whipped? You ducking death? We ain't got to do that today because the Most High is with us. Read.
Come. Verse 24. Of the Jews 5 times received.
Right. His own people. He received it from them, the Jews. Talking about the Jews in Jerusalem. They whipped his ass. That's like having Creflo Dollar beating your ass. Can you imagine Creflo Dollar or Eddie Long or Farrakhan whipping on you and then you shaking your head? Hey, Paul had to deal with that because they had the power. That's what he's talking about. Can you imagine if Jay-Z said, yo, man, whoop this brother ass because he's talking about Christ? That's crazy, right? Being locked up, trying to dodge death. Brothers be talking about keep their head on the swivel. It wasn't none of that. He had to dodge death for real. Read on.
Come. Of the Jews 5 times received, 40 stripes, save 1.
5 times, 40 stripes. That damn near kill a slave. If you know anything about the slave history in America. That's a rough, like he was, read on. Paul, let me tell you something. What they say is Paul looked rough when he was done with all that. I'm talking, he looked like, you ever see a brother that had a rough life? He got a cut here, stitches here, a scar around his neck. You ever see any? I done seen plenty of brothers like that. I don't know where y'all been at. I done seen brothers with all kinds of scars. One eye, somebody done stabbed him in his eye, been shot. Go ahead, read that again.
Come.
This is the last scripture. I'm gonna let y'all go after.
Verse 25. Go to 25 or
yeah, where you at? Just continue wherever you was at.
Come. Verse 25. Thrice was I beaten with rods.
Can you imagine getting beat with rods? Not a whip. Imagine if I beat you with a wooden stick. How many times?
Thrice.
3 times.
Thrice was I beaten with rods.
Read on.
Once was I stoned.
Can you imagine you getting stoned? How many of y'all can dodge a whole bunch of like you think about it? You know what I mean? Like imagine 10 people trying to stone you. Like he got hit. Read on.
Come. Thrice I suffered shipwreck.
Can you imagine being shipwrecked? Now, that's something different. That's something totally different. Read on.
A night and a day I have been in the deep.
Do you understand, young brother? You know what he's saying? Being shipwrecked and you in the water. You floating on a piece of wood just to go speak Christ's name, just to go teach about Christ. He in the deep. That's why he say in the deep. He in deep waters. Ain't nothing to put your feet on. That's something different. That's something. You think having a flat tire going to class is something big. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. That's something light. Read on.
Verse 26. And journeyings often and
pearls
and pearls of water.
You hear that? Pearls of war? What is that? Of waters. Read it again.
And pearls of waters and pearls of robbers.
And robbers getting robbed. You getting stuck up. Like today, you said nigga stuck me up. Paul, as he journeyed, he got to deal with all kind of pearls. Somebody robbing him up. You know, somebody robbing him. That's crazy. And you know he ain't working no job, but they still stick you up. Read on.
And pearls by my own countrymen.
And pearls by my own countrymen. Meaning the heathens was robbing him, probably more likely the Arabs. And Jake. Read.
And pearls by the heathen.
And pearls by the heathen. Go ahead.
And pearls in the city. And pearls in the wilderness. And pearls in the sea. And pearls amongst false brethren. 27. In weariness and painfulness. And watching often.
Meaning that he was weary, he was tired, he was in pain, he'd been robbed, beaten. He went through hell. This is something that a man of God, like when you see them preachers on TV, they don't go through that. They don't get threatened. Y'all get threatened at camp, right or wrong. Constantly, every week. Read.
Come. And hunger and thirst, Shalaki. And weariness and painfulness and watching often.
Right. And you watching just in case somebody won't snuff you out. Like imagine you're not in Baltimore. You in Chicago. You got to go teach. You don't know nobody. You finally meet a brother. You can't trust him. Right or wrong? I don't know. You're not trusting him. You might go with him, but now you got to watch. You can't get no sleep. Read.
Come. And hunger and thirst, and fasting often, and cold and nakedness. 28.
That's crazy. You could be underdressed. Somebody might rob you for your clothes. Like this is what Paul suffered. They said that he looked like a battered man by the time, you know what I mean? And he was beheaded. That's it. I'm going to close it out with that. You know what I mean? Pass the class over to Bakar.
With the ISUPK out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're here to be saluted only. They're here to shed themselves of the world.
After 6 months, if the brother or sister is interested in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment. You can find this in the book of Numbers, chapter 18 and verse 21. Also in the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 8 through 10, which means the 10th in Hebrew and is pronounced Mayashra. 10th of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, you in turn give to the treasury department or to the teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for the priest. It is not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give, you go ahead and give that amount. Upcoming holy convocations will be September the 11th, and that's the memorial blowing of the trumpets. Be here in the building with the Akim. It's commanded. Remind Akim and Akwakim. Check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to become a trooper in the school, he has to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, or scarves. And with that, we'll give a one courtesy salute to the teacher, Man of Israel, Almighty. Madim Shabbat, Madim, Barak, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh, Saw, turn and face the sisters online. Man of Israel, Madim, Madim Shabbat, Madim, Barak, Yahweh, Shem, Yahweh. That was Matah, class dismissed.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.